Hello folks, we are back with our exercise 1.1 and now this is our part 11 video, almost on the fag end of the exercise. So let's see now what we are supposed to do. Here is the 13th problem, where we have our set A as a set of all polygons. Polygons, do we understand? It can be a triangle, it can be a quadrilateral, it can be a pentagon, it can be a hexagon, and a poly means many sided figure. So that way we'll have lots of figures inside this set A, and then we are defining a relation R which is made up of all those ordered pairs P1 comma P2 such that P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. Means all triangles will be gathered together, all quadrilaterals will be gathered together, all pentagons will be gathered together, all hexagons will be gathered together. That is the meaning. That is the meaning of this R. Okay, let's read the question. It says that show that this is an equivalence relation and what is something all they have asked us, so that we can see it later. There is a subpart to it that we can take it up later. So right away let's start with this and let's see now what is the steps that we are supposed. We know that we do reflexive, we do symmetric, we do transitive, and that's how we proceed. So let's proceed like that. First let's take reflexivity. Reflexivity, we will always consider P1. Now, the same polygon, a polygon will have the same number of edges as itself, right? I mean, it's quite trivial. So, P1 has same number of edges as P1. Therefore, P1 comma P1 will belong to R. So, R is reflexive. Right, then we go in for symmetricness. Right, now let P1 P2 belong to R. Okay, what does the relation say? That if it belongs to R, P1 and P2 will have the same number of edges. So therefore P1 comma P2 has the same number of edges. That implies that P2 and P1 also has the same number of edges. Right. So what? Therefore P2 comma P1 belongs to R. Starting with P1 P2 belonging to R, P2 comma P1 is belonging to R. Like that, R is symmetric. Yeah, that is our equation number 2. Now, transitivity. Yeah, let P1 P2 and P2 P3, let this belong to R. What does that mean? That P1 and P2 has same number of edges, and P2 P3 has same number of edges. In net effect, it means that therefore P1, P2, P3 all together has the same number of edges. In effect, P1, P3 has same number of edges. That's it. Therefore, P1, P3 belongs to R. Thus, starting with P1, P2 and P2, P3 belonging to R, we are showing that P1, P3 is belonging to R. This implies that R is transitive. Right, 3. So, from 1, 2 and 3 together, we can infer that R is an equivalence relation. So, from 1, 2, 3, we have R is an equivalence relation. Yes, that's just one part of the question. Now there is another part which they say, what is the set of all elements in A related to the right triangle with sides 3, 4 and 5? So here there is a triangle T with sides 3, 4 and 5. It's a famous thing, 3, 4 and 5, you know, it's a Pythagorean triplet, so it will be a right triangle. So what all will be related to this? That is the question. So therefore T comma T1 will belong to R, where T1 is all the triangles. That's it, because they should have the same number of sides. Now if it has to belong to R, then they should have the same number of sides. Now same number of sides means 3 sides. So anything that has got 3 sides, it's a triangle. So what all are the elements which can be related, they have asked. Where, let me be specific, what is a set of elements in A that is related to right triangle? So set of elements where T is all the triangles in A. Right, so that is what it is. Which are the elements which are related? They are all triangles. So that's all about the problem number 13. Now we can jump to the problem number 14, where they say that you are looking at all the lines in the xy plane, and the relation R is defined as L1 comma L2, where L1 is parallel to L2. A very universal relation, something like equal to, you know, it will obey all the properties very easily. Of course, there is also a subpart like the previous one that we can see it as we move. So let's do the reflexivity first. Reflexivity. Right, like before, consider L1, L1. Therefore, L1 is parallel to L1. Every line is parallel to itself. It's like assumed that, you know, every line is parallel to itself. So L1 is parallel to L1. Therefore, L1 will belong to R. Therefore, R is reflexive. Our condition number 1. Next comes symmetricness. Okay, let L1, L2 belong to R. What is the meaning? That L1 is parallel to L2. Therefore, L2 is parallel to L1. No harm in writing. Just change the position and write. The parallelness is not going to change. Right? Therefore, L2 comma L1 will belong to R. So, starting with L1, L2 belonging to R, we have shown that L2, L1 belongs to R. Like that, R is symmetric. That is why R is symmetric. This is condition number 2. Now, next we are going to check transitivity. Transitivity. For transitivity, let what is that? L1, L2 and L2, L3. Let it belong to R. So what do we infer? Therefore, L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L3. So what is the meaning? So you can just like conclude. Here it is L1. Here it is L2. L1 is parallel to L2. Now L3 is parallel to L2. So L2 is parallel to L3. Net effect, when we extend these lines, we will come to extend it. They are lines, you can extend it. We see that all the 3 are parallel. Therefore, L1 is parallel to L2 is parallel to L3. In particular, L1 is parallel to L3, isn't it? L1 is parallel to L3. We can see it, right? So therefore, L1 comma L3 will belong to R, because once they are parallel, they will belong to R. So starting with L1, L2 and L2, L3 belonging to R, we have shown that L1, L3 is belonging to R. Like that, R is transitive. Therefore, from 1, 2 and 3, R is an equivalence relation. Not over. They have asked us something else also. They have said that set of all the lines which are related to the line y equal to 2x plus 4. Now we know we are working with all lines, right? Suppose if we choose a line y equal to 2x plus 4, which all lines will be related to this line? That is the question. Now we know that when 2 lines are parallel, their slopes have to be equal, right? And what is the slope of this line? Slope of this line is 2. So another line, any line which has a slope 2 will be parallel to this line, isn't it? So that's how it is. They have asked us which all lines will be parallel to this line, or which all lines will be related to this line. So that's how we have to trace this. So we'll write, given that given line is with slope 2. We know that parallel lines have equal slopes, right? So any line related to the former, means the first one related to the former, has slope 2, right? Therefore y equal to 2x plus k are all the lines for k belonging to R. Are different values of k you can take. Are all the lines related to the former, to y equal to 2x plus 4. Just that much, that whenever you have the lines whose slopes are equal, their slopes will be equal. When the slopes are equal, they'll be parallel. That's how you have it this way. So this is the line that is required, and that's the second subpart of the question that they have asked. That's all for this video. We have 2 more small MCQ questions that we'll be taking up in the fresh video. Thank you.